And welcome back, everyone. Next up, we have InnerScope Hearing Technologies. Trades on the OTC pink sheets under the symbol INND and is a manufacturer, distributor, and retailer of FDA-registered, self-fitting, self-adjusting hearing aids and personal sound amplifier products. Please welcome its CEO, Matthew Moore. Welcome back, Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
Great. We can't wait to hear your presentation. Take it away.
Well, thank you so much. First, I want to welcome everyone and thank you for listening to my presentation today. As was announced, my name is Matthew Moore. I'm the CEO and co-founder of InnerScope Hearing Technologies. We trade on the OTC markets, stock symbol INND, and we are a data-centric, direct-to-consumer hearing device company that's focused on collecting and direct monetization of the 60 million people in North America that suffer from hearing loss, while providing an affordable and accessible solution to all. A little bit about the company. We have, as of 7 months ago, we have 46,000 plus shareholders. It's grown huge since then. We have over 126 million shares traded daily for 2021, as well as over $2.7 million traded daily in 2021 as well. And 2 seconds about myself is I'm third generation in the hearing industry. My grandfather has been in the industry since the 40s and 50s. Up until the day he passed away, which was just last October. He was helping the hearing impaired with hearing products, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. It's in our family blood to help the hearing impaired by offering premium, affordable hearing products to the masses, which is not just a problem here in North America, but it's a problem globally that can be solved by direct-to-consumer affordable hearing health products. So to dive into the presentation, again, this presentation does include forward-looking statements as well as here's additional disclosures. Not a lot of people really know this is, there's a huge amount of consequences that come along with untreated hearing loss. You're talking hypertension, heart health, diabetes, kidney disease, even Alzheimer's and dementia. A person that has untreated hearing loss is 5 times more likely to get dementia or Alzheimer's. So that's the reason why is if someone has treatable hearing loss, they need to be treated today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, but today. It's the old saying, use it or lose it. So please, if you know someone in your family member, if you know someone, a loved one or a family member, please get hearing loss addressed today. Doesn't matter if it's through InnerScope or from someone else, please, as a humanitarian issue, it needs to be addressed today. Again, there is over 48 million Americans suffering from a degree of hearing loss, with less than 15% being treated today. That's well over 40 million people in the United States that need hearing products that aren't getting them due to many reasons. It's really it's an ever-growing market problem. You have, again, in North America, United States and Canada, 60 million people, 52 million people are not getting the hearing products and services that is needed to them due to fragmented $10 billion industry globally. There is no available access for free hearing screenings. There's a lack of awareness and overall health and health issues that come along with untreated hearing loss. That's not being talked about. The current high cost of hearing health products ranging from $4,000 to $12,000 a set for hearing devices. And then finally, the low accessibility to hearing products and services. And that's currently being delivered to the in-clinic professional delivery model, which is about 98% of the current marketplace here in North America and globally is still through brick and mortar settings. And that's where direct-to-consumer is just scratching the surface. In fact, in the existing and addressable North American markets, there's roughly 8 million current hearing aid users. That roughly is about $6 billion industry in North America. There's over, again, 60 million people that have hearing loss that can be addressed today. So that is where the untapped market that InnerScope and our recent acquisitions and our direct-to-consumer, our iHear and Hearing Assist brands are able to tap into that market, which is estimated at well over $35 billion in North America that is accessible today with a direct-to-consumer hearing health product. In fact, hearing health is actually being talked about on a national stage, not just a global, but national stage. In fact, recently, President Biden and even local newscast actually, or Good Morning America actually was talking about it. So, in fact, here is a little clip of it.
Today, I want to focus on 3 specific actions. The FDA is going to issue rules so that hearing aids can be sold over the counter. After these rules go into effect, a pair of hearing aids can cost hundreds of dollars, not thousands. And you'll be able to pick them up at your local drugstore.
Millions here in the United States could benefit from hearing aids, and it could soon become much easier for the public to get them. Rebecca Jarvis joins us with all the details. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Cecilia. And even with Medicare or private insurance, hearing aids can cost thousands of dollars out of pocket. This new executive order is meant to change that by increasing competition, making it possible for more pharmacies to begin selling hearing aids.
Right now, if you need a hearing aid, you can't just walk into a pharmacy and pick one up over the counter. You have to get it from a doctor or a specialist. Not only does that make getting hearing aids inconvenient, it makes them considerably more expensive. And it makes it harder for new companies to compete, innovate, and sell hearing aids at lower prices. As a result, a pair of hearing aids can cost thousands of dollars. That's a big reason why just 1 in 7 Americans with hearing loss actually use a hearing aid.
President Biden issuing a new executive order to help people with extreme hearing loss, directing the Department of Health and Human Services to issue plans to combat price gouging on typically costly hearing aids within 45 days, and take action within 120 days to propose getting these available over the counter.
The heart of American capitalism is a simple idea: open and fair competition. That means that if your companies want to win your business, they have to go out and they have to up their game. Better prices and services, new ideas and products. That competition keeps the economy moving and keeps it growing. Fair competition is why capitalism has been the world's greatest force of prosperity and growth. That's why today I'm going to be signing shortly an executive order promoting competition, with lower prices, to increase wages, and to take another critical step toward an economy that works for everybody.
So that's just a little slide of Biden talking about creating the over-the-counter hearing aids. It's been in the works since 2017. Obama started it, Trump signed it into law, and Biden's finishing it, actually. The FDA is working through it. They have an initial comment period that's closing this month. And within a matter of, it could be anywhere in April to October, September of this year, where FDA over-the-counter hearing aids will be a reality. And it really just opens the market. We're offering direct-to-consumer hearing health products now. Do just want to clarify at the beginning, we do not have, we have FDA-registered direct-to-consumer hearing aid, but we do not have self-fitting hearing aids. We are, because that's part of the OTC legislation, which would be coming into place, and which that requires a 510K study, which we are going to be in that process of creating putting in that study for that self-fitting scenario. In fact, actually, again, InnerScope is all about informing and empowering consumers to take control of their hearing health. We say, welcome to the hearing care for the 21st century. Hearing care moves out of the clinic and onto online and in stores and directly into people's homes. We're deploying automated self-hearing screening kiosks, online hearing screening programs with big box retailers, grocery stores, pharmacies to educate the consumers, as well as gather the information necessary for remarketing purposes to help the hearing impaired. Providing the public awareness of the consequences of the health that is surrounded with untreated hearing loss, as well as providing accessible, affordable, direct-to-consumer hearing aids at a 50 to 75% reduced cost without sacrificing quality. Now, in fact, we've actually launched some automated self-hearing screening kiosks already. We've launched 15 of these currently. We've launched them in like a big grocery store called Hy-Vee. And basically, the hearing screening takes 3 to 4 minutes. An awareness. It creates an awareness of health and brain consequences living with untreated hearing loss, and then provides recommendations for better hearing if the results indicate some sort of hearing loss. It also provides a call to action to get help today in the store or online directly. These are highly engaged self-test hearing screening kiosks. Currently, no other real company is really doing this on a mass level, and that's what InnerScope is providing to these retailers. We have well over 10,000 locations of retailers interested in these kiosks as of now, with well over 1,000 potential sites for these kiosks. And we're already partnering again with big box retailers and pharmacy chains. In fact, again, we've been written up in multiple trade journals for grocery stores and pharmacy channels, as you can see on the screen. So we are being talked about as providing hearing health solutions and hearing health awareness within retailers. In fact, we've launched 14 pilot programs with these 4 retailers: Hy-Vee, Food City, Hardig Drug, and Giant Eagle. So you can tell these are actually well over 1,000 locations are actually already in these 4 retailers. In fact, I want to show you a little clip of a recent launch that we did with Giant Eagle about a month ago or so.
Matthew Moore here with InnerScope Hearing Technologies. This week we've successfully completed 13 hearing screening kiosk installs, and right now I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, deploying one of our kiosks in Giant Eagle, their Market District's brand of grocery store, and the Giant Eagle Pharmacy here in Pittsburgh, where their corporate office is also located. We've completed 6 total installs with them as of now, and we're planning additional kiosk deliveries here in the coming days. If you're in Pittsburgh, if you're in around Cleveland, if you're around Columbus, if you're in all around those areas of Giant Eagle, please go in and check it out and get your free hearing test. So how about you guys come on in and I'll show you where the hearing screening kiosk is. Hello, this is InnerScope's free hearing screening kiosk located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the Giant Eagle Market District grocery store. Right here you have a digital display, you have the hearing screening kiosk software right there, and you also have a retail display where you can actually show your products, and actually if they wanted to, the customers can actually purchase the products from the store or online. They can obviously take a QR code and then also go to the website to also purchase products and ship it directly to the consumer. So anyways, this is the hearing screening kiosk here, located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Come check it out. Thank you.
So that was obviously a video of our launch of one of our Giant Eagles. We are, expanding our relationships with these retailers as well as other retailers and grocery stores and pharmacies in this quarter and next quarter, as well as a lot more expansion as these over-the-counter hearing aids start to roll out even further, as well as expanding our portfolio, not just from direct-to-consumer hearing aids, but into the over-the-counter hearing aid market as well. There's multiple revenues models for the hearing screening kiosk, where it's a B2B relationship. This is where we're going to be wholesaling our products directly with retailers. It's going to be on the retailer's shelves or on their website, and that creates more of a B2B wholesale relationship. We have a referral model to our website, or so we can go B2C. It does increase our margins, but it does decrease the potential close rate because people like to, touch and physically see the product in person versus maybe just purchasing it online. And then finally is we do offer a referral model to local brick and mortar hearing clinics to help provide that if that consumer needs additional assistance, if they want to be more involved and actually see a local audiologist or hearing specialist, we do refer people out to those channels, as well as we get a referral fee, a marketing fee associated with that. We also have a online hearing screening platform that we're launching with retailers and grocery stores. This one is a private label white version for Hy-Vee that you can go to Hy-Vee's website right now. You go in, you type hearing aids, it clicks right to a landing page that goes to a health section, which goes to a landing page that we created for them. So that way, a Hy-Vee customer can actually test their hearing. We're going to have a lot more integration with retailers here in the coming days, but it's, again, similar technology as part of the kiosk itself. We've had recent acquisitions. In fact, we've had 2 acquisitions in the past 3 months that provides huge abilities for us. First is our iHear acquisition. This company's been around for over a decade. They've had well over 60 patents licensed. They've created over 60 patents. We've licensed those. We've have a highly skilled R&D team to create new groundbreaking patentable hearing technology. In fact, we've already filed 2 provisional patents that have been accepted for a new classification of hearing aids. Great stuff to come in the coming days and coming weeks when it comes to that. We also have a highly skilled manufacturing and distribution team in our San Leandro Bay Area office that comes with iHear. We also have numerous distribution contracts with numerous retailers and insurance companies, and all IP and assets related to iHear to include current and future hearing aid models and trademark was part of the acquisition. In fact, it comes with a huge talent pool. One of them is our chief technology officer now, Adnan. He was actually been in the hearing aid industry on the manufacturing side for years, part of the big 5 hearing aid manufacturers as the original setup of crew of a few hearing aid manufacturers. In fact, he actually created his own hearing aid manufacturer, again, before iHear, called InSound Medical, which actually created the only extended hearing aid the only extended hearing aid product ever created and still today, called the Lyric, which was actually acquired by Phonak in 2010 for $179 million. So he was actually created that technology and those patents. So we have a huge manufacturing. We have acquired a lot of R&D team and a lot of brain power now. And part of the iHear acquisition, a lot of future tech along the way. Current tech, we have the only FDA-registered in-home hearing test ever created. We have that still today. And so we're going to be launching that with retailers as well as on our own platforms. We have so much future tech in the pipeline, from hearing aids connecting with mobile apps, mobile apps, home appliance controls. We have patents issued and pending. We've also created a partnership with Alotso, which is actually creating an artificial intelligence and voice-controlled hearing aids, and much more coming out of it. So pretend you can actually talk to your hearing aid and tell your hearing aid what to do, change programs, volume up, volume down, zoom in here, zoom out there. A lot of great technology in the works when it comes to our partnerships with Alotso and our acquisition of iHear. Our most recent acquisition was a company called Hearing Assist. They actually did over $70 million in revenue from 2018 to July of this year. July of 2021. Huge experience in marketers, where, in iHear, they spent over $25 million in R&D. Hearing Assist spent over $30 million in marketing, generating the revenues. And so they've really created a name for themselves. And so that's actually what we're going to be doing. They're actually Walmart's number one supplier of direct-to-consumer hearing aids. And so we're going to be actually growing on that expansion. In fact, we actually have point of display kiosks in 757 Walmarts right now in 5 states. They've been being deployed since November, still rolling out, and we should have, we're slating to have 3,500 locations of our product display of Walmart by this year and next year. In fact, actually, we're launching another point of sale kiosk in the Walmart optical department, where this is actually going to be deployed in 114 locations. They're already in manufacturing right now, and we're going to be set to deploy those in March of this year. So about 60 to 90 days away, we're going to be launching these displays in 114 optical Walmart locations. Huge projections over the next 2 years with the Hearing Assist team. In fact, actually, here's one of their very effective national commercials that I'd like to play to you right now.
I love you, Dad.
A what?
I love you.
A what? I found myself saying that all the time. And when I realized it, I just stopped saying it. And my life changed. I stayed home, mostly alone. I missed out on everything. I felt like that I had stopped living. It was awful. And I knew I needed hearing aids, but the cost was ridiculous. A state-of-the-art TV only costs about $600 or $700, but a tiny hearing aid costs $3,000, $5,000, whatever they can get. It's just ridiculous. Well, not anymore. Thanks to Hearing Assist, I can hear clearly again, and my life is so much better. I got a pair of rechargeable, state-of-the-art digital hearing aids for hundreds, not thousands of dollars. And they're FDA cleared. I really love my hearing aids. You can't see them, and I never have to change the batteries because they're rechargeable. And look how easy it is for me to charge them. It's magnetic. Hearing Assist even let me try my hearing aids for 60 days so I could see if I liked them.
I love you, Dad.
What?
I said I love you.
I heard you the first time. I just wanted to hear it again. Hearing Assist will change your life. For a limited time only, get the best pricing ever this holiday season. Plus, if you order, you will get a free TV listener that increases the enjoyment of everyone in the room. Order while supplies last. Give the gift of hearing to yourself or someone you love. You have nothing to lose, but everything to hear. Hearing Assist will change your life.
So that is our TV commercial, our 2-minute spot. We're running that as well as a 30-second spot on numerous channels right now, including Fox News and many other cable channels. We are expanding that marketing strategy, marketing plan, which grew Hearing Assist to well over $27 million a year in annual revenue, just with a pretty easy marketing strategy and plan, which we're going to be investing and pushing forward over the coming days and coming weeks. So that way we can actually grow our revenues to surpass Hearing Assist's previous numbers. So basically the marketing strategy of the two brands. really, we're going to have the hearing assist as kind of our Chevrolet brand, while iHear will be more of our Cadillac brand, where we have the kind of value and then we have the luxury and premium. Different price points associated with it, ranging from $599 to down to $1,000 a month, with iHear going from anywhere from $1,250 to $2,000 a set. Again, different features. You're talking that AI, you're talking the voice control, you're talking a lot of different features that we're going to be able to provide that difference between the two brands. And again, we have our management is significant. Myself, my parents, we've been in the industry collectively for well over 100 plus years. Obviously, my father, co-founder, chairman of the company, and chief strategy officer, has personally fed over 10,000 people with hearing aids. My mother, the CFO of the company, has personally tested well over 10,000 people with hearing impairment, actually over 30,000 people with hearing impairment, as well as been over the CFO for our previous hearing aid companies, which had revenues of over $15 million. We have a ear, nose, and throat surgeon as our medical director. That he's overseeing all of our processes, procedures, as well as being able to connect with consumers on multiple levels to ensure that we're providing the perfect and streamlined technology for them. Obviously, our chief technology officer, and then also our chief brand advisor, Chris Ivory, who is working with us to launch us to bring on PSAs. You're talking celebrities into the mix of really trying to grow the hearing loss awareness, as he's also married to Ellen Pompeo, the main star of Grey's Anatomy on ABC. And also, obviously, we have huge advisors, from EF Hutton. We actually just launched, we actually just got an auditor. We're actually going to be auditing our financials over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So that way we can actually, our objective is to become fully SEC reporting this quarter. That is our objective, as we actually are looking to uplist to the NASDAQ with EF Hutton as our investment banker through this process, starting in the first quarter, going probably second quarter at this point, due to the holidays. So, I mean, we have huge growth opportunities with our iHear and our Hearing Assist brand, with the retailers that we're growing with, from the grocery stores and pharmacies, as well as with Walmart itself. So we have huge opportunities, and that's the reason why is, we have our auditors, we're getting SEC reporting, and then we are, our investment banker EF Hutton is advising us and working with us on that uplist process, because they're killing it on the uplist right now, with companies going to the NASDAQ. So again, the roadmap is, today, in the next 90 days, is again launching we've launched here in screening kiosks with Hy-Vee, Food City, Giant Eagle, Hearted Drug. We're going to be launching additional locations here this month and next month. We have, again, our Hearing Assist product display in 757 Walmarts in 5 states. Our 2 acquisition targets. We also have a few other acquisition targets in process. Short-term objectives actually is deploy 100 plus hearing screen kiosks with various retailers. Deploying, again, our 114 Hearing Assist display kiosks within the Walmart optical departments within the next 3 months. Launching our iHear roadmap. We have a lot of great iHear products in the pipeline, again, with that AI, that voice command. In fact, actually, one thing is that we're launching a call center right now. Is we have hired about 5 people, looking to add about 10 to 15 people to a mixture of a sales and a customer service call center, which is going to be launching with here in the next week or 2. Actually, so that way we can actually gear up and start really generating the revenues that is associated with Hearing Assist and iHear in the past. Again, and then long-term objectives, deploy 1,000 plus hearing screening kiosks with various retailers, as well as InnerScope with its iHear and Hearing Assist brands would be represented in thousands of locations in North America and globally. So again, I know we're running out of time, but thank you so much for being part of this. And if there's any quick questions, we'd love to hear it. Or if not, you can email us at ir@INND.com. Thank you so much.
Matthew, thank you so much for this great presentation. I love the family aspect of this company as well. So we are out of time. We got to move on to our next presenter, but please join us again with some more of your thrilling updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, stay with us. We've got another company coming up to end our awesome conference today, so we'll be right back.